Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is another video all about the cleanse, specifically the double cleanse. Now I bang on a lot on this channel about double cleansing because frankly, I think that we need to be doing it. Now personally, I'm always using sunscreen and I hope you are too. And more often than not wearing makeup as well. And just one cleanse, even when you're using a cloth, isn't generally enough to get that stuff off of my skin. So for me, I do a double cleanse every single day. So about a month ago, I did a video that shared my favorite cleansers for the first cleanse, and I will put a link to that here as well as down below. So this video is all about my favorites for the second cleanse. Every single one of these products I absolutely adore and have either repurchased many times or intend to repurchase many times in the future because there is a new one here, a new kid on the block. So these products range from the super duper affordable to the slightly more luxurious with the slightly higher price tag. Okay, let's just jump straight in. Item number one is probably the most repurchased cleanser ever for me. If I had saved every single one of these bottles, I probably could have opened up my own CeraVe shop. I am talking about the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. So this is specifically billed for normal to dry skin. I have used this forever. And it's just one of those staples in the routine that I purchase over and over again. So for me, this is just a very gentle, lovely cleanser. Plus, it has some really lovely ingredients. Now, first is glycerin, and I'm always happy to see this at the top of any ingredients list. It's just definitely my favorite humectant. So this contains 3 different ceramides, and those are there to help relieve really dry skin. It will help to protect the barrier and also keep that moisture in. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which is there to, again, retain the moisture in our skin. It also contains phytosphingosine, which is a barrier protectant that also has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. It has that perfect pH balance of a 5.3, and it is super, super affordable. This massive bottle is 473 mils. It costs about $15, 15 euros, and it lasts for months. I also keep one of these in the shower because this is what I use every single morning when I clean my face. So I don't do big cleanses in the morning, but I do want to make sure when you're a certain age and hot and flashy, you can be a little sweaty. So you need to make sure you're cleaning that off in the morning. I love this thing. It's great. Next on the list is a new one for me and one that is becoming a fast favorite. It is called the Everyday Cleanser by Blur London. Blur London is a new range of products specifically designed for people with oily and combination skin. Now, I haven't seen any other brands doing this. This is all they do because according to their research, 35% of the world has oily skin. That's a really good chunk of people needing products specifically dealing with their own issues. Now, they only have 3 products in their range at the moment. I'm using all of them right now and I love all of them. So this is something you're going to hear a lot more from me on soon. So looking at the ingredients, glycerin's at the tippy top, which makes Mary happy. They also have something called cotton ferment. And using natural cotton, they put it through a hyper fermentation process to extract 100% of bioactive compounds from cotton. Who knew? What this is a complex of antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin E. And it also has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. It also contains dragon fruit, which is a superfood packed with antioxidants. It has the BHA salicylic acid, which is going to really help to unclog the pores and is going to help with resurfacing of the skin. It also contains the AHA lactic acid, which in addition to light exfoliation actually delivers hydration to the skin. What I like so much about this product, and actually the whole line, is that it's not drying. Like I would always run a mile away from anything that is for oily skin because I have dehydrated skin and I don't want anything parched or squeaky clean. And so ordinarily this would not be my bag, but my goodness, these products leave my skin hydrated. And I know that my skin is getting the right stuff that it needs when it's unbalanced. And we discovered last year when I did the Skin Trust Club skin test at home that I am skewing oily. So it's something that I need to be incorporating more into my routine, which I'm struggling to do, except that I have found this range, and this is just a beautiful cleanser. So the funny thing is the texture on it, and I think they call it themselves cloud skin. So this is a very light, it's a very creamy sort of texture and consistency to it, and it works beautifully, and I absolutely love it. It's got a pH of 15.5, so it's right in that perfect zone. And in fact, it even says that on the front of the packaging. It tells you exactly what the pH is on the pack. And another great thing is, to me, this is affordable. Now, this is not going to be as cheap as the CeraVe, but to me, it's worth every penny. So this 150 ml tube costs 18 euros, which I think is a good deal because a little bit does actually go a very long way. You can use this quite sparingly. Now, here's a really good kicker about this brand that got me even more excited is that I don't have to pay import duties. So they are based in the UK. The name tells you that, but shipping to the US and shipping to Ireland, they pay all of the import duties in advance. So I ordered this, shipped it to Ireland. I didn't have to pay squat. So I'm very, very pleased that Blur London is making that easier for those of us who don't live in the UK and want to take advantage of the product. So I would say if you haven't checked these guys out, go check it out. I will put the details down below. Next up is by La Roche-Posay, which is a brand in my view that can do no wrong. This is called the Toleriane Dermo Cleanser. This product is specifically designed for those that have super sensitive skin. The whole range, Toleriane, actually is specifically for that. So it is very gentle, it is very light, and it has a very small ingredient list. Essentially, the actives in this are going to be glycerin, and it's going to be their thermal spring water. So it is designed for those that just have really sensitized skin. So if you're feeling if you've had a flare up or you've had product that doesn't agree with you and you just need something very soft and soothing, this is the guy that I reach for. It's dependable. I buy it over and over again, and I find that it serves me well. This has a pH of 5.2, so it's absolutely perfect. So as for price, it's actually more affordable for me here in Europe than it is for you guys if you're in the US. This 200 ml bottle runs me 15 euros. I think it's about anywhere from 20 to 25 in the US, but if you have sensitive skin, this is just a winner. I love it. It's very soft. It leaves your skin feeling nice and hydrated at the end. The next one is one that I just mentioned actually as my first cleanse in that video, but it's so good it can be used for either. And this is by Mesama. It is the Green Rooibos Gel Balm Cleanser. And this is just beautiful. Like all the products in their range, they are packed with the green rooibos extract, which is a super, super potent antioxidant that's just going to do really, really good, fantastic things for your skin. It also contains oat beta gluten, which is way more powerful than even hyaluronic acid at retaining moisture in the skin. It also contains organic oat milk, which not only soothes the skin, but it also works as a probiotic, which means it helps protect our microbiome. Yay. A beautiful texture. It has a fabulous texture. It feels so good going on. And like I said, you can use this for a first or you can use for a second. I've used it for both. And in fact, when I travel, it tends to be the one that comes with me because I can do everything with it. It also contains details about the pH right on the packaging, which I love. So it's a 4.5 to 5.0. And as for price, for 120 mils, this runs 19 euros. And if you sign up for their refill plan, I think it's down to 14. So, I mean, it's just a steal. It's a bargain. A little goes a long way, and I love it. The very last one on the list is now the sort of in the more luxury space, and I would consider it that. This certainly costs a lot more than all the other ones do, but like all of the products by this brand, it's packed with so many great things in it that I'm happy to spend the money. I'm talking about Allies of Skin. This is the Silk Amino Acid Hydrating Cleanser. It's just silky magnificentness. I do love the texture of this one so much. So first up, it has silk amino acids. It's a water-soluble glycoprotein that is extracted from raw silk and used as a humectant. It contains ethylated L-ascorbic acid, which is a newer, more stable form of vitamin C, which is all about helping to brighten the skin and to build collagen. It contains safflower oil as well as moringa oil, both of which are there to hydrate the skin and deliver additional antioxidant protection. And green and white tea extracts are also there for additional antioxidant protection, but also have anti-inflammatory properties. And it also contains astaxanthin, and that's another antioxidant that's there to help protect the skin. This is just a powerhouse. It is a beautiful product. The way that it feels on the skin is amazing, and it just leaves your skin feeling so hydrated and ready to go. So this has a pH of 5.5, so right in the exact territory we want. And let's talk about price. It ain't cheap. This generally runs 45 euros for a tube of this. Now, I do know they have a sale on right now. I have no idea how long it's going to last, but I think it's about 31.50 right now. And that is the cost of this if you do their replenish plan. So if you get on that, you know, it comes every 1 or 2 months, you're going to pay 31. And I just love it. It's not my last tube. I have another tube sitting over there in the corner because it's getting kind of towards the end, this one. So when this one's gone, I'll be busting out the new one. So that's it for today's video, guys. These are the 5 second cleanse products I'm using all the time. And you know, which ones I use for the first cleanse and which I use for the second cleanse totally depend on what my skin needs. It's never the same 2 days in a row, but if I'm feeling particularly parched, I'll put something more hydrating. If I'm feeling very sensitive, then I'll use something soft and gentle, and that'll be for first and second cleanse, because to me, I pretty much always use different ones for both. So, do you have any favorites here? Do you know of these guys? Do you have any other favorites you think I need to hear about? Please leave that information down below, because I love hearing from you and knowing what you guys are doing, and also getting new ideas and new things to discover. So, thank you so much for joining today, and I will see you at the next video. Bye. It also contains phytosphingosine. It's really hard to say some of these words. You know that, right? Also contains I can't say it. It also contains phytosphinca. Okay, I can do this. Is this a tube? Or is this a bottle?
Bottle.
It's a bottle. This big honkin' tube is super... Okay. Take 3.